All right, Jess, thank you. And for a deeper look and some insight into tonight's events, we turn now to our political analyst, Gabe Sanchez. Gabe, thanks for being with us again.
Absolutely.
Your take first off on this, the Mark Ronchetti, a massive victory tonight, not surprising to anyone who was paying a lot of attention and saw some of the polling that we saw. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, big night for Mr. Ronchetti. I mean, that margin of victory is much wider than even I thought that it would be. And at the end of the day, primary elections for voters are usually about who they feel gives them the best chance to win the general election. Republican voters clearly tonight felt that Ronchetti gives them the best chance to defeat Governor Lujan Grisham in November. And let's be honest, that's an election a lot of Republicans across the state have been waiting for. So they get their opportunity. They feel they've got their candidate.
You want to handicap this for us, Gabe? Well, what does Mark Ronchetti have to do between now and November to defeat Michelle Lujan Grisham?
You know, he's got a difficult road ahead. I think there is a path of victory there for him. First thing he has to do is really build cohesiveness within the Republican Party. Unfortunately, this race got a little difficult and a little personal towards the end. He needs to, do what he has to do with Dow, get everybody on the same page and transition towards a general election. And I think what he really has to do is what he's already started to do in terms of his victory speech. Try to frame Governor Lujan Grisham as somebody who's a political insider. I think the word he used was the ultimate political insider, and continue to frame himself as somebody as an outsider role that hasn't been painted with the kind of political insider brush, and hopefully can come with fresh ideas and fresh perspective to make some real inroads on some of the challenges New Mexico faces.
Yeah, Ronchetti has made his lack of experience part of his campaign, saying, we've had politicians and they've gotten us nowhere. Is that going to change? Would that be harder once he's facing Michelle Lujan Grisham directly?
Absolutely. I mean, let's keep in mind, right, in the state of New Mexico, almost always governors get a second term, and we're not just talking about any governor. This is Governor Lujan Grisham, very formidable politician, very deep war chest, going to have a ton of money to be able to spend and raise more money. And I think this is a very difficult road ahead, primarily because the key issues that he wants to hit on, reminding voters about COVID, the state's economy, et cetera, the longer we get away from those things and the more the governor can focus on positive aspects of what she's been able to do, the more difficult it's going to be for Ronchetti to pull out this victory.
Okay, let's shift gears now. We just have a minute or so left to the Attorney General's race. Bernalillo County District Attorney Raul Torres defeating Brian Colon this evening. What did we learn from this one? This was a very ugly one, a lot of money spent on ads. What do we take away?
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of things to take away. I think both the recent Calamero victory as well as Raul Torres' victory tonight gives us some indication that voters in New Mexico are not holding individuals responsible for the big picture crime issues that we have across the state. So I think that's one big takeaway that obviously boded very, very well for Raul Torres. And then the second one is just how critical Bernalillo County is going to be for statewide races moving forward. I think as the trend continues of people moving towards the core Albuquerque metro area, the fact that Raul Torres was basically able to win this very early just by the huge margin that he had in Bernalillo County gives us some indication of what we should look for moving forward in the state of New Mexico.
If he had it to do over, do you think Brian Colon could have pulled this out if he'd done anything different?
I think it's difficult. I mean, Mr. Colon, incredible politician in the state of New Mexico, but unfortunately for him, we live in a day and age where being framed as a politician and as somebody that has a long track record in politics just does not play as well with voters as it did once upon a time.
All right. Gabe, we're going to leave it there. We appreciate your insight as always. We'll check back in a short time. Gabe Sanchez, our political analyst this evening.